everyone, Alex here, back with another video. So today we're going to be focusing on a wheel cleaning video. So I have some TRD wheels in front of me that we're going to be knocking out real quick, and a variety of P&S, Rag Company, and Detail Factory products, some of my absolute favorites in the industry. Now, to start off with the wheel face itself, we're going to be knocking out the tried and true brake buster, but here we have the new 360 sprayer on the TR1, so I can spray upside down, just like the minis. Speaking of the mini, in the mini I have P&S Undressed, so that's going to be for the tire, okay? You want to be undressed before you apply any new dressings, and for the dressings today we are going to be using the ready-to-use dynamic dressing, which if you saw Sydney's Day in the Life, to spray on, walk away. Who doesn't love that? And for the wheel wells, if there is some nasty dirt, we are going to be trying Mud Buster, which is a bit more of an aggressive cleaner for the wheel wells themselves. And for the tires themselves, we're going to be knocking out the Octane tire brush, the bigger one. I don't anticipate the wheel wells being that bad to need scrubbing, but if we do, we'll use the Fender Well Detail Factory in the same Octane blue and pink colors, awesome colors, because you know why I like these colors? Listen, if you set these down, okay, on the black Swiss tracks, concrete, whatever, you can see them. Love that. Then also for the wheel, new to me is the wheel and body brush. And then if I want to get really personal, I use the Ultra wheel. I know there's some theories on this. I haven't used it yet in my garage. I've used it at TRC. Fun product, feels interesting in the insides, but hey, we got gloves, okay? You want to protect your hands. Now, are we gonna go gloves or raw with this? Who knows? Drop a like, drop a comment with whatever you want. So we're gonna go ahead, knock this out, and you're gonna join along for the ride. So this is probably one of my least favorite wheels. This is the TRD Pro wheel. So there's a lot of, it's a satin finish, and there's a lot of these little nooks and crannies and like a mat that I'm not a huge fan of, but probably my least favorite wheel to clean. But we're gonna get close to the fender wells and you can kind of see the nastiness in there. We are gonna use the fender brush here from Detail Factory and their Octane line to get up in there. So there is a fair bit of dirt. I'll knock out this fenders with Mud Buster, and the tire itself, pretty brown. Then the wheel, we're gonna knock out with Brake Buster, and then undressed in the tire. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and rinse the wheel first. I'm gonna use my medium wheel woolly to get into the barrels. Slap that in the bucket, so we'll give this a quick rinse. So normally I'd use a foam cannon for this, but today we're just gonna go old school with a spray bottle. So I'm just gonna hit the wheel with Brake Buster. This is straight in here. Really getting the barrels. Apologies for the pressure washer noises. So really soak that down. We're gonna take our Undressed or an IK TR1 Mini and just spray that on the tire, go upside down because we can and we're cool. Now you can use Brake Buster on the tire, obviously, as we often have, but nothing wrong with a little bit different. You really soak that in, again, straight, but you can dilute it up to 10 to 1. And then we're also gonna take Mud Buster straight in the wheel wells and the mud guards. Mud guards, mud flaps. Now I'm gonna hit the painted surfaces here, because it is pretty nasty. Get the suspension components. This is their older style sprayer. P&S did upgrade their sprayers. But you can also throw it in an IK, whatever you want to do. So liberally soak that down. But I'm just gonna check here real quick to see if there are dilutions, but this stuff's inexpensive enough. You may as well just use it straight. Perfect. Now, because the Rag Company wool is brand new, I am just gonna hit the painted surfaces here with it. I'm wearing gloves, so a lot of people do find this gets slimy inside, but hey, that's okay. Wear some gloves, don't worry about it. So we knocked that out. And these are a larger tire, so it's a 70 series tire. In a typical brake buster fashion, nice browning. Or I'm sorry, undressed fashion, nice browning. It's a very similar branding to brake buster though. But this does a really great job at stripping. Nice low there. And we'll take our new Rag Company in their Ultra series. I'm just gonna soak that up with brake buster. So this is great because it's more of a kind of a toothbrush design, so you can really get in these spokes. Now I know Anthony at the Rag Company had a lot to do with this brush. I know one of his vehicles does have these wheels, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was a motivating factor. But kind of the top end of this brush is really good at getting in those nooks. Get some off me. So we're gonna go ahead and go around the rest of the wheel. Now we're gonna hit the barrels with my small to medium wheel woolly here. Now this is one of my maintenance clients that normally do the exterior and interior. Today he just wanted an exterior, so a little extra with the wheels, because I think a lot of people don't always do the barrels of wheels. Just depends on the wheel, depends on their expectations. But again, like my other videos, start at the top, go to clock pattern, knock that out, no problem. So again, as I mentioned before in my other videos, you don't want to have just one tool. You want to have a variety. Great for those nooks too. And what I like to do is, once the wheels are done, is to actually dry them with either an air blast or something like that, and then just touch up by using paint gloss. So just for you guys in demos, we are going to use Old Faithful Woolly here. Just go around the outside, any of those spots you may have missed. Now this may not be the most efficient way to do it, but I'm just out here having fun. So this wool does allow it to froth out quite nicely, and that ultra wheel brush does get in the lugs quite nicely. So we're gonna rinse. Actually, oh, I gotta do the fenders. Yeah, Mudbuster froths up quite nice. This brush just makes things 1,000 times easier. Get the suspension bits a little bit. Spray a little bit more in there. There's kind of an aftermarket cover back here that we're scrubbing. Get that on nice and good. And we'll give that a quick blast. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry, and then we'll come back and take a look and see how good or bad I did. All right. So as promised, this is the other side. I just had a bit better lighting. So the TRD wheel did come out pretty good. And so we're gonna hit the tire with dynamic, which if you've seen the day in life video from the Rag Company, the TRC, in Sydney, this is actually 4:1 in the ready to use. But if you do by the gallon, it's concentrated, and she likes to use 3:1. So she would normally hit the tire and the wheel. I'm only gonna hit the tire. I'm gonna use P&S paint gloss for the wheel itself. I love this for minor touch-ups, and I have a TRC minor here just to get any of those spots I missed. I'm just gonna go around real quick, just get in those areas. I love the smell of paint gloss. I love the performance of it for touch-ups. It's a great product to have. And she would normally take her Dynamic, hit the wheel and tire and wait 30 minutes. I don't really have 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna hit the tire and then we should be good to go. And any overspray I get on the wheel, I'm just actually gonna wipe it off. So kind of prime the sprayer here. I'm actually gonna hit in here too. And the mud flat. So we got a little bit on the wheel. And we're just gonna let that hang out a little bit there and come back and see how it looks. All right, so I knocked out all the tires and the wheels with a combination of paint gloss and Dynamic. Now I will say on these 70 series tires, they're a bigger tire. This sprayer is a little bit wide, so do be prepared to wipe off the wheel. But overall, I mean, the product smells fantastic. I mean, if you ever had like the banana medicine as a child, certainly smells just like that. So it goes on really nicely, very flat, just like kind of Sydney said. Even at this ready to use, it's great. Certainly give it a bit to sit on there though. If you have the sun, I think that's really gonna help. This is just going down the road, so I'm not super worried about slaying or anything like that, but then hitting the wheels with the paint gloss is very beneficial. So yeah, there's certainly a great combination for wheels and tires. And you know, just to kind of recap, we hit it with Frostbite and Pearl to wash the vehicle after we did the wheels and tires with our Undressed, our Brake Buster, and our Mud Buster as well. Great combination with the right tools. Again, the right tools make the jobs way easier, okay? So hope you enjoyed the overall kind of maintenance wash for this. And you know, definitely hit that like button if that's what you're into. Subscribe if you're interested in doing that. Bucky VW gets you 10% off at P&S Detail Products in the USA, which is super cool. And then if you're up in Canada, welcome to Carzilla.ca and TOC Supplies, get you 5 and 10% respectively. So definitely stay tuned for more. Hope you enjoy the content, and yeah, have yourselves an awesome day.